Hey, my beautiful people. It's Empress Maria Alexis again, and today I want to talk about choosing yourself, choosing to water your own self, and sometimes that requires the absence of self in other people's lives. And especially for my empaths, I know this is challenging because for a long part of our life, we believe that we were truly here to help inspire and be the backbone for the people that we love. And we care about a lot of different things. But I just want to tell you that actually being an empath is more about protection and the fact that you've been given a gift to sense and have an inner knowing of something. And so that is why you want to share that, because you care. That is that G-force energy, that care energy. And when you're an empath, you have to redirect that energy into yourself. Because what you'll find out is a lot of people that are empathic, but they haven't done the work, okay? Because whenever we're talking about the standard, we always have to remember an exception for the people that have done the work. So if you have done the work, it's not going to fully apply to you for all men or for all women. But the majority, the standard, that is what we see. But a lot of empaths, you will see that they're not handling business for themselves. They're not showing up for themselves, thinking about how, for example, just say you have a friend and she's going through relationship issues, she's going through different things, and it's draining you. Like, it's draining you. And you would think, like, how is it draining someone else? But maybe this friend, she doesn't have the emotional capacity, because she is going through so much, to have discernment in how much she can vent, and vice versa. So maybe she calls you like all the time, back to back, every time they have an argument, which is like every day. And then she like needs you to come pick her up like every day, because there's always an argument or something that's going on. And you can tell that the relationship is toxic. And maybe you've even been in a toxic relationship, and so you wanted someone to be there for you as well. So you don't know how to tell your friend, like, oh my gosh, I'm starting to feel these same emotions that maybe I was doing to other people. Well, see, that's the lesson. That's the lesson right there. But then you have to now move differently, and people will look at you like, well, you were like this, you were like that, so now what's the difference? Well, the difference is that now I'm more mature, and I don't want to place my energy in those same vibrations, because sadly enough, if you do continue to place your energy in those vibrations, it might backfire and start coming into your life, because it is a frequency, it's a vibration. So you might have the best type of relationship, or maybe you don't. Maybe your relationship's rocky, or it just has its own things, but it's not like toxic. But all of a sudden, when you start hanging around people that are going through relationship problems, you start just unintentionally seeing those same problems, or just seeing problems arise in your relationship. And it's because the frequency and the vibration that you've allowed into your space, now you're messing up with your empathic frequency. Because empaths, they're not high frequency. They just have a keen sense of when it is around, okay? And when frequency is around, when vibration is around. So it could be low vibration, high vibration. And if you are constantly being attracted to people with low vibration, then that might show where your empathic skills or empathic vibration is resting at. Okay, because you don't want to keep resting in a place where you're running into narcissists. Okay, because it's like, hold on, why am I attracting narcissists if I'm an empath? And it's because opposites do attract. Because like a battery, whatever I need to start and fuel, it is based off of the opposition. So if I am a loud, talkative, outgoing person, I might attract someone that is the opposite of that. Now, you will attract people that are the same as you, of course, but those people are almost like, how do I say it? Almost like mirrors or reflections of yourself. But when you run into somebody that you actually attract based off of the fact that you are opposites, 9 times out of 10, that person is going to help transform your perspective, transform the way that you look at things, because they are the complete opposite, but there's something in similarity with you too. And the similarity is the emotional vibration. It's the fact that you're emotionally vibing where you need something or where you need validation. And that's where narcissists and other people, they need love because they're lacking this emotional feeling. Okay, so you have to notice that you're going to attract both. You're going to attract people that's like you. You're going to attract people that's not like you. But the people that are not like you, they're vibing at the same vibration as you. They're just not like you. But they're there to help transform you as you are there to help transform them. Okay? And that's powerful, for real. And I want like to just take some time like for you guys to think about what I just said, because I just said a lot. But there's going to be a time where you have to show up for yourself. And the only way that you can show up for yourself is if you are vibing at the frequency that you need to be vibing at. And it's through listening to music. It's through the way that you speak to yourself, the people that you surround yourself with, the environments that you're in, and it's being so much more intentional about those spaces. Because if we just live day by day, we are missing time. Like for instance, like even coming here on YouTube or a TikTok. I was looking at, because I've been a teacher well into when TikTok was already around, okay? So it's like, I think Musical.ly was ending right when I started teaching, or my kids were, like my students were just telling me about Musical.ly, and then it was like TikTok. And so I could have been one of those famous teachers on TikTok every single day, but I just didn't do it. And it wasn't because I wasn't trying hard enough. It's just because that's not where my focus and intention was. And so it just got put to the side. But now I'm seeing how you can just literally stand there and show students talking to you and then put a caption, and you have a whole new meaning and intention behind that video. And so you can still get messages across. So it's like, I'm like, wow, well, the consistency, if it would have been there, but that's just letting you know that you have to take out time for yourself and notice all the small intentional moments that you can make in your life and make sure that they're making you happy. Because then if I would have did that, I could have found more ways to branch off from my growing artistically, where I'm trying to help people and help youth more so through mental health and all these different trials and tribulations. There was ways that I could have did that. And so I didn't get that at that time, but now there might be opportunity where I can. So this is just something to think about, because we have to consider how much time we take to touch grass. How much time do we take to actually read a book, draw a picture, write a poem, dive back into the things that we love that make us feel whole. Like, I started back doing Sudoku, and it's like, it's making me feel smarter. It's making me feel like I'm working my brain, but in a healthy way. And I've been reading. I'm trying to read one book a week, and I've been reading this book called Barracoon, and I'm just excited about what's going on. And I think the more time I take to be intentional with my life, my kids, the people that's in my life, the more happier I will be. And I think that that is where we all have to come back to an understanding that we're here, and we're only here for a good time, not a long time. So we have to take out time that's going to be real for us, and not placing it around people that aren't going to show up for us, that don't really care about us, just because we're bored or just because we want something interesting to do, when there are great, valuable people that you truly love that you probably are not even spending time with, but you could be spending time with. But you're with that friend that doesn't even care about you, doesn't call you up when you lose a family member. Like, you have to really invest in the people and places. Like, even at work, I'm not working at any job that doesn't value me. I'm not overworking myself at any job that doesn't value me. I'm crystal clear about my expectations and what I have for the job, and I say those up front. I think the more we set the precedent of what we expect, our expectations, the more fulfilled we will be, because people will know how to come at us correctly. And I want to just say that I saw 10-10 when I was speaking some facts, and 12-12 just when I was speaking some facts. But if any of those numbers resonate with you, I just feel like these are important topics that we have to have, and I want to continue to have them with you. And I appreciate you coming on to my channel. Please like and subscribe. I'll have more information, like different things that I want to talk about. I really hope that a lot of people start commenting, because I love that dialogue. It means so much, and it adds value to my life. I appreciate all of you, and love and light. Peace.